Good day to you, lords and ladies. I've returned in hopes of finally resolving the issue between two members of my court. After some time alone with both Charity and her uncle, some possible resolves have come to light.
Your Majesty, should we not wait for the rest of her crew before you make your decision?
I thought you were eager to see this resolved.
That was the impression I was left with as well.
I am. I want to see the look on her crew's face when you make your decision.
You seem a tad overconfident, Uncle.
Then why shouldn't I be?
He may judge in my favor.
I doubt it, child.
I may be your niece, but I am not a child, and I am not of your blood, considering what I have survived and what you have put me through. You have no right!
I have every right!
Whether or not either one of you has those rights is completely up to me. Till I have announced my decision, my views could change. Your silence would be wise.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Yes, Your Majesty.
That's better. Now, where was I?
Knightings, dear husband.
Ah yes, knightings.
Oh, this is good.
Kneel before me and state your name. And do you swear to honor your country and to uphold the codes of chivalry with humility?
I do.
And what good deeds have you performed to merit this honor?
Tolerate the shortcomings of my husband.
I am sorry to hear that, but I do not believe that qualifies as a good deed.
Since he's been with the pirates, I've had time to mingle with the villagers. I have learned that he spends his time debating with his deputy, strutting around like a peacock with his plumage in full display, drinking all of his brother's brew and saving none for us. The villagers gossip behind his back, but might as well speak to his face as he will not see it that way. And acts as if I don't exist and shows no consideration to our vows.
Very well then, I take that back. It truly sounds as if tolerating your husband is a good deed after all. Therefore, I dub thee...
Now, what is it, husband? I have more strength than you in battle. How is this any different?
Well, it's totally different. You've never fought a war.
Oh?
To be honest, Chef, it sounds as if she's fought quite the long and exhausting war.
Mara, my dear, I love you with all my heart, but your place is in our home.
Please, I beg you now.
Very well. I dub thee Dame Mara McNabb. Rise and be thou a dame.
Lady Charity!
I saw you coming.
Lady Charity! Rackham and His Grace Duke Robert Kemp. Please present yourselves to me. I have listened to both of your cases and I'm still uneasy about making any solid decisions. Charity.
Your Majesty.
It seems that there is enough evidence of your uncle's cruelty towards you as well as the attempt on your life. Based on that alone, I should dismiss His Grace from the courts and lock him up in order to demonstrate that I am not one to be trifled with.
But, Your Majesty, what about her turn to piracy?
What of it?
Apologize, Your Majesty, for interrupting.
Charity,
Yes, Your Majesty.
the unfortunate situation you put yourself in did begin with your turn to piracy. I can understand your need to learn how to survive while abandoned on that island. However, to carry the seeds of revenge in your heart for so long is toxic and unrealistic. When you took the status of privateer with my brother-in-law, James IV of Scotland, it did not hold well for your case.
Your Majesty, I know it was not the wisest option, but it seemed to be the only one I had at that time.
Not to you, Lord Kemp. Your behavior on this matter is not of an acceptable nature either.
Yes, Your Majesty, but like her...
The details you have on her actions during her time as a pirate captain are very precise and complete. This both delights and disturbs me. It seems that your obsession with your desire to create misery in Lady Charity and her crew is warranted. Admire your traits of accuracy and defense when it is applied to those who deserve it. But I am not so sure that she deserves it. You've used unreasonable tactics to dismiss her, and it seems that your techniques may have caused the problems you now fight to end.
Like her, I had no other option.
Most certainly in your case, you could have found many other options. Gambling your estate away and surviving loan to loan are not the best ones to take.
Yes. What of my daughter?
What of my aunt? I have not seen her here and you refuse to answer.
Enough! What are they talking about? I'm tempted to throw you both in a cell together and have you fight it out.
Please, dear husband, finish
Throw her in a
this.
cell!
I thought you were on my side.
Me? Why would I be on your side, lass?
All right, I don't need to.
Lord Kemp,
But Your Majesty, you are following the word of pirates. They are nothing but rogues and scoundrels. They cannot be trusted.
I was originally the son of a naval officer. I was not born a pirate.
Hey, I was a good son, hard-working and everything. Loved me ma, missed me ma.
Hey, my father was a blacksmith. He worked the fires.
What? Fire?
I don't like to talk of this time, but my father always said I was to be a great warrior. Flora?
But Your Majesty, I have been a part of your courts for some time.
Oh, God.
She ran away from her station.
she was not dismissed by the courts by myself, my brother, or my father. She also did not run away. You sent her on an ill-fated exploration. She bows to me and expects her crew to treat me with respect as well.
Even if apparently they cannot treat others with respect.
Just for a minute, leave her alone. Your Majesty, it does take some time to turn a sow's ear into a silk purse.
Furthermore, she's been focused on your ships and independent vessels. She's never attacked any of my ships.
As far as you know,
My awareness of your actions are just as limited as my awareness of hers, and since you still reside in the courts, my awareness of your actions should be greater than my awareness of hers.
I wouldn't be surprised if her father was a pirate as well.
Lord Kemp, I will not have you speaking ill of Lady Charity's family. While I may not be fond of her, her family has worked hard for the courts, and you will not speak disrespectfully of them.
No, just of her. That should suffice.
You shut up, Billy.
Well, crew's turning on ya.
Nothing new.
I would like to note that her child is an unsettling development. It is unsettling because he will grow up with them as his teachers.
What's wrong with that?
No, unfortunately, I can agree with her. However, how dare you even attempt to take him away indirectly, simply because you feel I have no rights to have my child back in my life?
Kemp, look what you have begun.
Sorry, Your Majesty, but I did not think that I'd actually begun this. Nothing.
That's right coming from you. After all you've just spouted.
What I have started? What about you? What have you done?
I have done much, but you have been no help either.
Well, give me my sword. Sheriff, behave yourself.
I am not a child and I will not be treated like one.
I keep saying that, but no one believes me.
And unlike a crew, I will defend myself.
Why don't you come over here and get some discipline?
Good shot, Cubs.
Hold this.
Give me a hand.
Deputy, I will give you a hand. A lordly hand! He's a lord now. Don't you forget it! All right, that was a good hit. I'll give you that.
Could have been exploding.
All right, good hit, return. Thank you. 1 for 1. You're good then. Come and get me! Come on! How about that? Boys! I'll take my hat back now. Take my hat back
You touch my mother or corpse, and I'll...
You what, child?
I'll put an end to all that you have caused. I'll tell the king all that I know of the conversation between Lord Norfolk and Lord Witherspoon approximately a year ago.
See, Your Highness. With them in their custody, he will turn to pirate, no doubt.
Yes, it does seem to be that way. But my wife may be wrong. John, I am your king, yes?
Yes?
Should you be holding a sword to your king?
No, I should not. Noble blood is to be respected, for as long as you know they respect you back.
Who taught you that?
My mother.
John, could you please put the sword away?
I am of noble blood.
As is my mother. If you won't show her respect, why should I show you respect?
Boy, you!
Down! You may have affected my decision and changed the tides. Charity.
Your Majesty.
Seems that your rejection at the hands of your Uncle Archie to form. I will not have you arrested. She has continued to teach a child the ways of the courts as well as survival techniques at sea. I do believe this child might grow up to be more well-rounded than all of us put together.
I object. The child has obviously been influenced in negative ways. He held a sword to a member of his own family.
A married member into the family and a man responsible for his mother's turn to crime.
Dear husband, after handling your army as well as I did on the front line, do you not trust my judgment? Do you not feel as I do?
In many ways I do. But I am king for a reason. With her aunt missing, I can understand the tensions. Charity.
Your Majesty.
Will you kindly hand back the shaft to his wife?
No! God, no!
We want to go.
What do I get in return, Your Majesty?
Other than amusing thoughts of what'll happen when they're alone together?
Some freedom. I will let you and your crew be as long as they do not add to the list of troubles caused and remain in the Shire.
This is difficult. Yeah, not over the trouble. To win, Your Majesty.
Till 3:30. I expect to see you in the marketplace. I must rethink this.
All right, 3:30. I think they can do that. Very well, Your Majesty. Boys, let the poor sheriff go.
Captain! No, boys. I think I see where she's going with this. Let him go.
Oh, I'm sorry, my lady. Please forgive me.
Your wife!
My dear Kemp, you shall walk in a different direction than the crew.
There's a wise decision. As long as you're not going in the same direction as them.
I will be, but I also will walk in a different direction than you. My wife does deserve my own private, she shall have it. I do not want either one of you with me. It seems having you both in a room together was a mistake. I will see you back in the marketplace at 3:30. The two of you will behave.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Yes.
Lady Ma,
Yes, Your Majesty.
do you require your husband's attention?
I'd like that very much.
Then you may have your husband.
But sire, you will be alone in the village without an escort and without lot around.
No, I will not have it. The two of you fairly need some time as much as I and my wife do. Besides, they will not do anything to me.
Thank you very much, Your Majesty.
Long live the king!
Long live the king!
Long live the queen!
Long live the queen!
Apparently I'm not done yet.
All intents and purposes, you should be dead.
They will protect me for as long as they need me, and you have nothing to offer them.
Do you really... I do not know if everyone shares your sentiment.
You got me wrong, mate. If I had to choose between taking her down and taking you down, I'd pick you, no offence.
He'd be easier to take down.
Men, do you really think that they are going to allow themselves to be bossed around by you? The minute they are finished with you and what they want you to do with, they are going to get rid of you. Do you not think that would happen?
Considering all the hell that you have put me through, dear uncle, they cannot do any worse.
Harlequin!
Simpleton!
Pig!
Oh!
Footlicker!
Good one, Captain.
Rabbit butt scratcher!
Oh!
What?
That's confusing.
Brown noser!
Good one. Come on, reflex.
Wait!
Oh, no,
No, no, Captain! That's just what he wants, Captain.
Wait.
Get your hands off me! Just may need some time in the pub.
Sounds like a good solution to me.
Aye, let us buy you a drink, Captain. Only the best for our captain.
We can't justify the cost of this time. Just a small dram of something nice.
Ahem.
What?
Courtesy of the sheriff and Uncle Duke.
Well then! Forgo the drown! I need a pint!
Lord,
Yes?
why did you leave Stella's Grove?
Go in search of my missing mother.
But why?
I needed to know why she simply disappeared.
So did I. I ran away from home to chase for my missing mother.
And you found yours. I searched far and wide across England and in the courts, asked and used every one of my connections. You know what I found?
What did you find?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not a trace and not a peep. I don't even know if she is alive or dead, but I fear the worst.
If I can find my mother, you can find yours.
But that is what continues to bother me. My mother is in the courts. Your mother was lost at sea, presumed dead. How could my mother just simply disappear? To lose a mother that I hold so dear is still a shock.
I'm sorry.
Listen, no matter what the king decides, Kemp will attempt to see your mother dead. One way or another. He is a man of determination and will remove any who get in his way.
Is that what you think happened to your mother?
I do not know. Just promise me, John, you will be safe.
Aye.